We have video of this defendant allegedly, of all places, at a gas station, opening fire on an individual. And then, subsequent to the shooting, we apparently have this defendant making a rap song. I mean, he loves his social media.
Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another video. I'm here to talk about this TikToker who literally incriminated himself for a video.
Take a picture. It's okay. Wait a minute.
Then we give a about some DPD. Let's go.
Another case of when chasing clout goes wrong. Detroit Police's social media team tracked down this rapping passenger and driver after they posted video of themselves pointing Dracos at a DPD scout car online. Fox 2 obtained a photo of police arresting one of the two 19-year-olds Tuesday in a neighborhood on Detroit's west side.
As you saw in the vehicle, this might have taken place in Detroit. They're laughing, cackling, and they're right behind a police car, and they literally record themselves pointing the gun at the officer. And as I don't need to say much, as it's confirmed in the video.
Bond recommendation. Let's start with the CCW case, Mr. Vincent, and then we'll go forward to the AWIM case, okay?
Okay, you got it, Magistrate. Regarding the 2 counts of CCW, the last 4 digits of that case, 5319, we're going to be asking for a $25,000 cash or surety. We're going to also be asking for a tether. The reason why we're asking for the cash...
No, I get it. The 2 cases I get it. You don't have to go into any further detail. I really want to hear argument on the AWIM case more so than CCW.
Okay, just that CCW, very alarming with him pointing the gun at a DPD police vehicle being filmed, saying we don't give a fuck about them. I
know it's been on social media.
Yeah, that's alarming. And then he had the audacity to actually turn the video to his face so he could be identified. So that's the reason for the cash on the CCW.
Right.
Based on what I gathered, this guy has a track record of actually going out and actually using firearms. So let me scroll to the video. And just a reminder, he has been arrested.
And that, like I said, that's gone viral and made the rounds of social media.
Yeah.
All right, on the AWIM charge, what is your bond recommendation? I want more time on this one than the CCW, but go ahead.
No, I understand. I appreciate that. On this one, we're going to be asking for $500,000 cash or surety. We're going to be asking for a tether house arrest. Allegedly, in this particular incident, the defendant had to get him before him, being the gunshot victim, ended up getting the defendant. And that's exactly what the defendant did. And those are the defendant's words. Those aren't even my words. That he had to go and get him before him, gunshot victim, ended up getting the defendant. And based on that, Judge, we have video of this defendant allegedly, of all places, at a gas station, opening fire on an individual, striking that individual. And then, subsequent to the shooting, we apparently have this defendant making a rap song. I mean, he loves his social media because he put a rap song out there, apparently about this whole incident, rapping about what he did. So we have the video, we have the rap song, and let's get to the admission where this defendant admitted to police to shooting this individual, because he had to get him before he got the defendant.
Okay.
Now,
point taken,
Judge.
Point taken, Mr. Vincent.
This is retaliation. The reason why I'm asking for additional, you know how I usually am with these, but this is an ongoing issue. This is dangerous. So that's why we're asking for $500,000. I'm sorry to be exhaustive. I apologize.
No. You covered all your bases. Mr. Reagan.
Judge, it's a song. It's free speech.
Considering the numerous crimes he's committed in the past revolving around his gun, it was confirmed that he was the same guy who literally made a rap song who literally made a rap song incriminating himself and letting it be known that he's the same guy who basically almost attempted murder another person at a gas station. And this apparently happened around October 2024, which is last year, but not too long ago. And I do want to add is like, this was no surprise to me, and I'm not just saying for this individual, like, this does not feel new, you guys. Especially, and I hate to say it, especially what goes on within the black community. Again, like these wannabe rappers, you have like these gangsters literally basically snitching on themselves.
Is a song. Nobody saw Mr. Perry at a gas station. Well, let's go back first of all. You got a CCW charge, Judge, that was on January 1st that they probably wouldn't even charge. They don't even know what, if that was a gun or whatever that was in the video. They wouldn't even charge it. It wasn't even signed until January 17th. All right, so they didn't even believe in charging that CCW. So let's talk about that first. And let's talk about the so-called video, Judge. People make videos every day. Now, I understand the police, want to try to tie certain things in, Judge. They want to try to tie clothing in and do certain things of that nature. But, Judge, you got interviews initially from the complainants that said, we're not even going to even talk about this. They were so uncooperative. They didn't want to talk about it, Judge. This is a video, Judge. And to really sit up here and say that Mr. Perry went into a station and said, oh, yes, I did this crime. I committed this crime. I want to see how long before this statement gets thrown out or suppressed at the exam, because I don't believe it happened. Right. I just don't. And I think this is
I know you don't.
Nobody can put Mr. Perry at this scene. This is all speculation, Judge, through a video. Because he made a video, he could have heard information from somebody else. Somebody could have said something. Doesn't mean he was involved in any way, shape, or form in what actually happened, Judge, at all. It's a video, Judge. That's all it was. And they're trying to use that to say that
30 seconds, Mr. Reagan. 30 seconds.
Judge, I think I made my point. It's a video. Nobody puts him at the scene. You have maybe similar clothing. All the police want to say is that he came in and confessed to this. So now, and I just don't believe it happened that way, Judge. I just don't, And again, you can't tie him to the scene, Judge. Nothing tied him to the scene. Nobody said that was him that shot me. Even the complaints are not saying he was the one that shot him. Because, Judge, it's, again, a video. That's all it was.
Okay.
They literally admit to it, because it's weird as how when police are trying to figure out who the culprit is, these idiots make the police's job that much easier. So I don't know what it has to do as to why they think it's a good idea and they feel like they're not going to be touched, because at the end of the day, nobody's untouchable. Let's be real about that, you guys. Because if these rappers or these punks didn't feel like they were untouchable, if they didn't have so much of a flat ego, I have to be 100% truthful on that. I gotta keep it 100, guys. Then I don't want to say this, so maybe they could actually they could have kept a low profile and kept themselves hidden for a bit, and maybe had some time to live their life. But at the same time, they wouldn't be able to cover the tracks. Let's be honest, you guys.
Okay, Mr. Vincent said that was the one who shot him. But anyway, somebody said it's Mr. Vincent. All right, I've heard the arguments of both cases, gentlemen. With respect to the carrying a concealed weapon charge, I am going to give Mr. Perry a $100,000 personal bond in this matter. He's not to possess any handguns, firearms, or other dangerous weapons. Probable cause January 24th in front of Judge Kevin Robbins. Preliminary examination January 31st in front of Judge Jefferson. Now with the AWIM case, I wholeheartedly agree with Mr. Vincent that the allegations, the danger to the community, the admissions, taking all that into account, I find that Mr. Perry is a danger to the community. So his bond would be $500,000 cash surety. He's not possessing any handguns, firearms, or other dangerous weapons. He's not to have any contact with the complaining witnesses, Jiden Johnson, Kelvin Lassiter. He's able to post bond, GPS tether house arrest. Bond redetermination hearing will be Tuesday, January 21st, 9 a.m. in front of Chief Judge McConnell. Calls January 24th in front of Judge Jefferson. And preliminary examination January 31st in front of Judge Jefferson. So on January 24th, sir, you got to be in two courtrooms. Judge Robbins and Judge Jefferson. On January 31st, you have to be in one courtroom. That's just Judge Jefferson. Both of you all, as always, would make good arguments. I was looking forward to hearing them. And anything else either counsel wants to put on the record for either case.
And based on the court hearing, and you notice how whenever they're in court, they don't have that same energy like they do when they're out in public. Because, again, once people are faced with repercussions, their mood changes. And again, having a gun, I hate when, this is one thing I am really irritated. I hate when people play with guns and treat it as something that you're like something that's supposed to help you fill yourself with joy. When people don't seem to realize, or whether they seem to forget, that it's meant to protect yourself and defend those who are close to you. It's not used to like basically go around and just have fun and basically ensure that you don't go bored. Because I truly believe the people that have guns, not only are they're doing it to get recognition, I truly believe it's also it's to basically avoid their own boredom. It's just because they're flat out bored, probably have nothing better to do, trying to figure a way to like and I wouldn't say this is the best way to live your life, but it's to basically fill that hole. And I mean that literally. But honestly, then again, I feel like it's crazy enough considering how much an example these laws make out of these punks, these gunmen. Of course, you're either gonna have newbies or you're gonna have old timers, people who already passed their prime, going out and behaving in this type of manner. But I feel like the best example would be sometimes locking them up for prison. Of course, it's not going to change them. It's not going to make them redeem themselves or help them be able to get past their trauma or get past their narcissism or sociopathic tendencies. If anything, it worsens it because how people are going to treat them there. It's not going to be the same, or you're going to find like different people who might agree or like be able to just go on and let you live your life. But he pretty much threw that away, all for clout on social media. But I think now it's becoming more rampant. And what I mean by that is they feel like again, why would anybody be dumb enough to record themselves like holding a firearm? That's the most stupidest thing to do. Because not only getting, you may be getting attention, but sometimes it can get the cops behind your ass. But this guy, he feels like I don't, and again, I don't really truly know the mindset of these people. I believe they think the law is probably going to be more lenient, whether they haven't killed anybody, or they think if they be able to like plea or be able to like agree to the terms, then they believe they're either going to get a lighter sentence or they're not going to get life. Who knows? But honestly, these trends definitely need to die out, because again, for those who might not realize, it's going to get to the point where people, like younger naive people, are going to be impressionable and they feel like it's a good idea, since they think that's what got that person viral. Then if they follow that up, they think that they're going to be able to get that many views and but at the same time get away with it. And in the courtroom, people are trying to figure what is really the reason behind this. There's no logical reason, but again, at the same time, it's because people on social media feel untouchable. That's really what it is. Or they feel like the law isn't going to waste their time on them, or they feel like they can get away. Because again, these criminals, they can argue how busy their hands are, the police's hands are, and they might not be paying attention. But at the same time, depending how severe it is, but if you make their job that much easier by going out and bragging and showing off your weapons, then they have reason to arrest you. So you have nobody but to blame yourself in this situation. But I do want to get to other important part that I haven't mentioned, like it is not worth trying to fit in with affiliated gang members, because at the same time, that also could be the reason behind that video, because nowadays people are trying to, or especially from where I come from, people are trying too hard to fit within the community and try to follow up with this bad lifestyle when they should be trying to separate themselves from that dangerous environment, so that they can be able to live the best that they can in their life. And for some reason, there are people just that refuse to do it. It's either because they've already been influenced, or either they feel they have nothing to lose. They want to be noticed. They want to bring fear to the people like around them, get some sort of notoriety, be able to push their name out there, and so they can look cool by being bad. But at the same time, being bad can also lead you to jail. Especially the one thing I will say is that, because I might be a little long-winded, but one thing I will say is that it will piss me off if someone, again, because it looks like he was targeting innocent person. When it comes to like targeting or harassing or harming innocent people, that's where I draw the line, and that's where I actually want to see the worst happen to you. I want to see everything that comes to you, and no sympathy will come from me to that person whatsoever, and that they deserve the most severe punishment and type of like nightmare, and the amount of like trauma and collateral damage as much as possible, so that they can suffer the same that they brought to the victim. Make them understand from their pain what they had to go through, and that when they're in that position, that it's not that for them it isn't a pretty sight either. So, but that's where I draw the line, because I honestly don't see any reason for you to go after someone who has nothing to do with you, who hasn't caused you any trouble. It's one thing if you have beef with someone, or someone's out there trying to mess with you and you have to defend your own, then by all means do what you can and put yourself out there. But don't do it to people who don't deserve that type of mercy. And if you do, that the misery is going to come back and it's going to haunt you.
Until then, plays through the games, wins through the prizes. No more talk.
Again, I feel like I said enough for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to check for more upcoming content there in the future. Be sure to check your notifications. Comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.
I cannot 果てリンゴブラスよみがえる花の香りに包ま